Ever wondered if she's being completely sincere or taking advantage of you? Today we're exploring 7 deceiving statements she might utter. Now let's get one thing straight. Communication is a fundamental pillar of any relationship. It's how we express our feelings, thoughts, and concerns. But in a world where words are often used as tools for manipulation, it's crucial to understand the concept of deceptive dialogue. Deceptive dialogue is not limited to outright lies. It involves subtle manipulations, half-truths, and even the truth served in a misleading context. It's a subtle art, one that can be used to exploit your emotions, influence your decisions, and even control your actions. And it's not just limited to relationships with romantic partners. It could be anyone, a friend, a colleague, or even a family member. Now you might be wondering, why are we focusing on men? Well, studies have shown that men are more susceptible to positive feedback, making them an easy target for such deceptive dialogues. And the scary part is, these deceptive dialogues are often disguised as innocent compliments or harmless remarks. Whether you're casually dating, in a committed relationship, or even just friends, these deceptive dialogues can sneak into your conversations. It's a sneakier form of manipulation that could leave you wondering if she's genuinely sincere or just taking advantage of you. So what are these 7 deceiving statements she might utter? They range from, "I love our conversations," to "you're my hero." These phrases may seem harmless at first glance, but they can be used to manipulate you, especially if they are followed by requests or coincide with personal agendas. Understanding these deceptive dialogues is the first step towards safeguarding your emotions and maintaining healthy relationships. It will help you discern genuine affection from manipulation, genuine concern from guilt-tripping, and sincere compliments from ego-boosting tactics. Stay tuned as we hunt through these deceiving dialogues and how to spot them. Did you know that the male brain responds more to positive input compared to the female brain? This isn't just a thought-provoking question, but a scientific fact. Men, in general, are hardwired to respond more robustly to positive stimuli. This could be as simple as a compliment, a warm smile, or even a deceitful statement wrapped up in pretty packaging. So why does this happen? Well, it all boils down to our biology. The male brain is engineered to react more intensely to positive encounters thanks to the reward system located in our brain's pleasure center, also known as the nucleus accumbens. This system releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. Whenever we experience something positive, it's like a pat on the back from your brain saying, "Good job, mate. You've done well." But here's the kicker. This system doesn't just reward genuinely positive experiences. It can be tricked, manipulated even, by deceitful statements that appear positive on the surface. That's where the 7 deceptive statements come in. When a woman showers a man with compliments or expresses her love, the man's brain interprets this as a positive event, regardless of the woman's true intentions. This is why men often fall prey to these deceptive statements, mistaking manipulation for genuine affection. This doesn't mean that men are gullible or naive. It simply means that the male brain is more susceptible to positive deception. And this isn't something to be ashamed of. It's just how we're wired. But it also means that we need to be extra vigilant when it comes to deciphering the true meaning behind these positive statements. Understanding why she might utter these 7 deceits is crucial. It's not about pointing fingers or blaming anyone. It's about understanding our biological predispositions and learning how to navigate relationships more effectively. By being aware of this, men can better protect themselves from manipulation and foster healthier, more genuine relationships. So, are you ready to delve deeper into this fascinating world of deception and manipulation? Let's start decoding. I love our conversations and you're so seemingly harmless, right? Let's look closer. First off, I love our conversations. It's a simple statement that can mean so much more. It may seem like a compliment, a sign she enjoys your company. However, if your exchanges are limited to text messages or phone calls, you might just be a stopgap, a diversion from her everyday life. If she's eager to chat but hesitant to meet in person, it could be a smoke signal that she's using you for attention. Remember, it's easy to mistake interaction for interest, especially when you're wired to respond to positive cues. Now, let's move on to, "You're so..." Who doesn't like being complimented, right? But as with any good thing, there's a flip side. When a woman uses flattery to boost your ego, it's often to gain something in return. Maybe it's a favor, perhaps it's emotional support, or maybe she's buttering you up for something bigger. The key here is to watch for any requests that come after the compliment. It's like a magician's trick, distraction with one hand while the other is at work. In both these scenarios, the statement itself is not inherently deceitful. It's the context and the motive behind it that can make it deceptive. The trick is not to get lost in the flattery and to keep a keen eye on the bigger picture. You see, these deceptive dialogues are not always about what she says, but when and how she says it. It's about recognizing the difference between genuine interaction and manipulation. Remember, a genuine compliment or a heartfelt discussion is a two-way street. It's about mutual respect, appreciation, and understanding, not a means to an end. So, next time you hear "I love our conversations" or "you're so," take a moment, look beyond the words, consider the context, and ask yourself, is this genuine or a deceptive dialogue? Remember, it's not just what she says, but when and how she says it. Next, we have "You're an amazing lover" and the infamous "I love you." Let's navigate these tricky territories. "You're an amazing lover," she whispers, and your heart swells. It's a potent phrase, designed to stroke your ego and leave you feeling like a king. But here's the thing to remember. Context is key. If this compliment is followed by a request or favor, tread lightly. It's crucial to differentiate between genuine praise and a cunning attempt to manipulate your actions. If she only seems to shower you with such compliments when she wants something, it's time to question her sincerity. Now onto the four-letter word that can turn any man into putty: love. Yes, love is a beautiful thing, but it can also be a powerful weapon. When she tells you "I love you," it should be a moment of joy, of connection. But again, context matters. If these words are used strategically, if they seem to coincide with her personal agendas or requests, be wary. Genuine love is selfless and unconditional, not a tool to be used for personal gain. These phrases could be harmless, an expression of genuine affection, or they could be a deceitful tactic. The key is to observe the context and her subsequent actions. Is there a pattern of manipulation, or are these words spoken with sincerity? Trust your gut, and don't be afraid to question her intentions if something feels off. Remember, everyone deserves to be in a relationship where love and compliments are given freely, not used as bargaining chips. Your worth is not defined by how much you can give or do for someone else. You deserve to be loved and appreciated for who you are, not for what you can provide. Compliments can be sweet, but they can also be a tool for manipulation. Finally, we have "You're my hero" and a bonus phrase, "You don't care about me." Let's unravel these. "You're my hero." This phrase is less commonly used, but it packs a punch when it comes to emotional manipulation. It's a powerful statement that can make you feel like Superman, ready to leap tall buildings in a single bound or take a bullet for your damsel in distress. But pause for a moment. Is she calling you her hero because you're always there to save the day? Or is she using this phrase to exploit your emotions, make you feel guilty or obliged to do things you wouldn't normally do? Be discerning. Now, let's discuss the bonus phrase, "You don't care about me." This statement often surfaces when boundaries are set, or when a woman is confronted about selfish behavior. It's a classic deflection tactic, meant to shift the blame from her actions onto your perceived lack of empathy. It's a powerful tool that can make you question your actions and even make you feel guilty for standing your ground. But remember, setting boundaries is not a sign of apathy, it's a sign of self-respect and a key component of any healthy relationship. So when you hear these phrases, take a moment to analyze the situation. Is she genuinely expressing her feelings, or is she using these statements to manipulate you? It's essential to differentiate between the two. Do not let your natural inclination for positive reinforcement cloud your judgment. Remember, your responsibility is to yourself first and foremost. You are not obligated to rectify her past choices or cater to her every whim. If she expects otherwise, consider it a red flag. And most importantly, never allow anyone to exploit your feelings or manipulate your actions. Recognizing genuine concerns from manipulative tactics is crucial for maintaining healthy boundaries. Remember, in the grand scheme of things, true love is a two-way street, built on mutual respect and understanding, not deceit and manipulation. Let's recap what we've learned about these 7 deceiving statements. First up, "I love our conversations" might just be a ploy to use you as a temporary distraction. "You're so" could be a compliment with an ulterior motive. "You're an amazing lover" might be a manipulative phrase if followed by a request. "I love you" is often abused to further personal agendas, while "you're my hero" can be used to exploit your emotions. Finally, the bonus phrase, "you don't care about me," often surfaces when boundaries are set. and it's crucial to discern genuine concerns from manipulative tactics. Remember, the male brain tends to respond more to positive stimuli, making you more susceptible to these deceptive dialogues. It's vital to stay vigilant and informed. Remember, your financial responsibilities shouldn't extend to rectifying her past choices. If she expects otherwise, consider it a red flag. Stay vigilant, stay informed. To all my buddy guy friends, keep them boners up.